Hi, I'm Carol Clark. Welcome to Down Dog Training and thank you so much for booking a perfect pet training course with us. We're experts in training you how to train your pet pooch. But we've got some homework for you to do before you start our course with us. We need you to do an audit before you start and find out a bit about your dog, because training a perfect pet is all about the bond you have with your dog. To build a bond, you need to know your dog. So the sheet we have sent you with the link to this video, we want you to complete before the course. It's called a Your Dog sheet. We'll go through it during this video and show you what we want you to do in each section. So your first task in your audit is to research the breed that you've got. Have you got a massive Mastiff or have you got a Chic Chihuahua? It doesn't really matter. Find out about the breed that your dog is. So just research it online. That's the best thing to find anything nowadays, it seems. Find out what he was bred to do. If you've got a mix of breeds, of course, or don't really know, just guess the closest breed to your dog and research what that dog was meant to do. Why was he bred in the first place? Was his job as a terrier to go and dig things up? Was it a collie to herd sheep? Was it a guarding dog? Was it just a companion dog? Go and research it, because the more you understand about the breed, then the more you're going to understand why your dog will do some of the things he does. So now we've got to work on your individual Fido. Now you've worked out about the breed overall, we need to work out about your individual dog. And one of the important things is, who does your individual Fido love best? So we want to try that out in the family. I hate to tell you, but he will prefer some people over others, because the person he loves best is the best person to start the training. So once we've decided who Fido loves best, then that's fine. Of course, everybody else should do the training as well, not just the favourite person, but it helps if they lead training, particularly for things that Fido might find difficult. The other thing is how we give our dogs attention. Our Fidos love us to give them attention, and we give attention to our dog in 3 different ways. We give it with our eyes, how we look at the dog. If we're looking at something, we're paying attention. Therefore, if we look at our dog, we are giving them attention. How we use our facial expression with our eyes is really important, because we can look at a dog and say that we're not pleased with what it's done, or we can look at a dog and say we are pleased. So smile or frown, whatever is correct at the time, our dogs will understand that. But looking is a key way of giving attention. Second way is praise. We talk to our dogs, we speak, we use our voice. The tone of voice is really important. If we're really boring, then our dogs will be bored. But if we're really excited, our dogs will get excited too. So tone of voice, really important. And finally, this is where you need to test it out on the audit, touch. We all need to pet our dogs, and the type of touch we use and where we touch them will depend on how your dog likes it. So we often pat dogs. You often see people lifting a hand over the dog's head and patting it. Very, very few dogs like that. The vast majority do not like that at all, for example. But most dogs love their body being stroked, or their bottom being rubbed, or their ears being fondled. Work out for your Fido what types of touch that dog loves best and put it on that form. So these are the types of rewards we can give without anything else. They're us as reward, and it's easy to use them. It's also easy to reward the wrong thing. The course will tell you all about that. Food is essential. Food's essential for us as humans. It's also essential for our dogs, because without food, nothing can survive. The best way to view food is as Fido's pay and get him to earn his food. At home, with our dogs, we tend to use kibble mainly for rewards. And using their dog's kibble, great way to get your dog to earn its food. We'll talk about that a lot more in the course. But the important thing for now is we need to audit the types of food that your dog loves best.
Oh, what food do you
Good. I know there's nice things in here. So we have a range of higher value foods as well, and most dogs like cheese or hot dog or chicken or liver, as I've got here. The key is to find out which of these your dog likes best, because you want to use the highest value stuff for the things that your dog will find most difficult, and the lower value stuff like kibble for the stuff that's easy. So how do we find out which of these foods our dogs love best? The easy way is to hold a different piece of food in each hand and let the dog choose. So there we go. Gus has chosen hot dog sausage slightly above cheese. You just need to try it out. So if we try him with a couple of other things, so perhaps we'll try cheese against chicken, which is best there. Cheese won over chicken. Cheese won over chicken. Let's try liver and chicken. Which do you really want? Oh, difficult to choose between these ones, obviously. Which do you want? Chicken. That's interesting. I didn't think chicken would beat liver, but obviously for my dog, this is why you have to do the audit. Because if you don't do the audit, you'll never know these things. Obviously, if I was doing this audit fully, I would need to do all of those comparisons. So chicken against cheese, liver against cheese, chicken against hot dog, liver against hot dog, etc. But eventually you'll work out for your dog what order of treats, which are the very, very favourite, which is the next favourite, and so on, and write those on your form. As well as food, most dogs love play and toys. And in fact, Gus prefers play and toys to food a lot of the time. So you need to know what Fido's favourite toys are. Think about the breed. Gun dogs tend to like soft toys, things that they can put in their nice soft mouths. Collies like balls or balls on strings. Dogs like German Shepherds might like harder rubber toys, for example. It'll all depend. So again, try it out. Audit what your dog likes. So for Gus, he loves balls. Do you want your ball? Yeah. Woo! Can you get it? Problem with balls, they run off. Get it then. Where's it gone?
Oh, it's after a
Good boy. You've been good. Good. You ready? Oh, to the ball. Oh, it's so good. We like the ball. Take it to Gareth. Fair enough. He also likes a soft tug toy. Can I have the ball? Thank you. Leave that over there. Are you ready? Get it! Good. Oh, he's so good. Tug is really important for dogs. It's a great game. It's a good interactive game. Obviously, if I'm playing with a ball, then the ball goes away from me. The reward isn't really associated so much with me, whereas tug is a very interactive game. Tug is the best game you can play with your dogs, and we would encourage you all to play tug with your dogs. Good. That is so good. Whoa. Is tug really fun? Is tug really fun? Key with tug is that you move it backwards and forwards. Don't try and shake it from side to side. Just pull. You'll see the dog pulling against here. The dog will pull a little bit, then I'll pull a little bit. That is good tug. Leave. Good boy. So find out what your dog really likes. Of course, it may be that your dog likes different things. A lot of dogs love plastic bottles, which again Gus quite likes too. But if that's the favourite toy for your dog, then that's fine. Dogs don't read labels. Dogs don't know that something said dog toy on it. They just see stuff that's really good. A lot of dogs like soft socks and slippers. So if you've got a spare sock or slipper or glove that your dog might like, then use those as toys. Are you interested? Is the smells on the floor? Oh, he's gone for his ball. Can I have the ball? Fetch it here. Can't reach it. Good boy. Thank you. What do you want of these? And again, do the audit, see which your dog wants. So there, he's already chewed this glove before today. So the bottle was above the. This is going to be very noisy, but the bottle is above a glove in terms of Gus's audit. So just try things and work out what your dog likes best. Oh, we use Tippy for the next bit, shall we? Absolutely. Other games you can play with the dog, I can't do it in this small room, but chase games are brilliant. Just playing tag chase games. We'll tell you about those on the course, but dogs love those sorts of games too. And the final group of toys you really want to know about with your dog are the stuffed food toys. So I've got a couple of different types of Kong here. Kongs are brilliant ones because you can just stuff food in them and leave them with your dog as a boredom buster. Things like Kongs, here we go, like Kongs that you just stuff the hole with food. This sort of type, this is a very old and dirty one, but this is one of Gus's favourites.
Well used.
That you can, a very well used one, very well used. He has it most days actually. But they're great for boredom busters, for making your dog work for his dinner instead of snaffling it in 2 minutes flat. The other types are the food puzzle toys. Now you can make your own. You can use a muffin tin. You can put little bits of kibble in the trays and put a tennis ball on top, so the dog has to work out how to get the kibble. Or you can use, again, a proprietary one. This is the Kong Wobbler. And we've got Tippy here now, and she loves these, so we'll let her work at that. So as that rocks around, you can see the dog's worked out how to do it. Got it stuck under the radiator. That's all right, we can move it out. There we go. We're just going to push it back, fair enough. As the dog pushes it round, the food falls out of the hole. But you can see how long it takes for a dog to actually finish a meal through a Kong. We would recommend food toys for just about any dog because it really makes them work for their food. If you just put food in a bowl, then food is gone within 2 or 3 seconds at the most, and it's wasted all of that time that the dog could have been using working out how to get food. If we put food in a bowl, 2 seconds. If you fill Kongs with the food, probably 15 to 20 minutes. Makes a big difference. So use stuffed toys and food puzzles. He usually has 2 Kongs and this Kong and 2 of these Kongs for half of his dinner. The other half is sometimes in a bowl or is done other things with, and it takes him about 15 minutes and eats bits of them, and then he brings it to me and I have to finish it off and get bits out and everything. So it's good interactive fun. Other dogs may prefer things like frisbees. So work out what your dog likes best in terms of toys. So do your audit and find out what pushes your pooch's buttons in terms of food. And when you come to class, we want you to bring treats that are around 3rd or 4th on the list. We don't want you to bring their absolute favouriteest food. We don't want you to bring their least favourite food or just boring kibble. Bring something that's interesting. You can, of course, bring handfuls of kibble mixed with food that's 3 or 4 on your dog's list. If you mix 2 or 3 bits of hot dog with a small handful of kibble, then the kibble will take on the scent of the hot dog. So think about how to use food best, but audit, find out what your dog likes best. Do an audit with the toys too. Offer your dog different toys, see which they like best. Let's try Tippy. Which would she like of these? Let's see. Tippy. She wants the ball. She doesn't even really want to smell the other thing. For her, it's a ball. So it's a good example. Test things out and write them all down on your sheet. So once you've found out about Fido's breed, once you've checked what type of touch your dog likes best, once you've found out who they like best, once you've found out which foods are their favourite and which play and toys are their favourite, what else do you need to bring to class as well as lots of nice treats? Well, the first thing is a normal collar and lead. So just a nice flat collar. No choke chains, I'm afraid. We don't like those. We won't let you use those. So just an ordinary flat collar. And an ordinary, fairly decent length lead. A minimum of 3 feet, preferably 4 feet. That is fine for most dogs. Some dogs, perhaps you'd prefer to use a harness. A lot of people with small dogs would prefer to use a harness. If you're going to use a harness because your dog pulls, please talk to us because we'll advise on the best sort of harness to use. We actually recommend Perfect Fit. They go on very simply over the head and fix here. And they are best used with a double lead because they have 2 clips on them. The double length lead can be used as just one ordinary lead clipped to one come here. Gus, come here so the camera can see us. Thank you. Just clip to one and not used as an ordinary lead, or you can clip it to both clips. There's one at the front here. The front clip harnesses are by far the best for stopping dogs pulling. And if you're using a no-pull harness, a double-ended lead is important as well. We have those for sale in class, so if you've got any problems, just talk to us about it. So normal collar and lead, or a harness and lead. No extending leads, they're dangerous as well, we don't like those. And finally, before we finish our video, there is one important thing we need to talk about. We have a rule. We only have one rule in class, and that is the 3-second rule. We allow our dogs to meet if both dogs want to meet for 2 or 3 seconds, absolute maximum. Once your dog's had a little sniff for 2 or 3 seconds, move back and praise your dog for that nice calm greeting. Same with people. Allow that initial greet just to be 3 seconds and then praise your dog for it. It avoids a whole lot of problems. If a dog backs away as you approach, then please back away yourself, because it means that that dog does not want to meet either you or your dog. We'll be watching that and giving you help in class anyway. But that's our only rule, the 3-second rule. So you just need to bring to class your normal dog's lead and collar, or a harness and a normal lead. Of course, you need to bring treats, those treats that are around level 3 to 4 in your audit, and you need to bring a toy that is not your dog's super favourite, but a pretty favourite toy that your dog enjoys playing with. If your dog enjoys tug, please do bring a tug toy. We really look forward to seeing you in class with your completed audit, lots of treats and lots of enthusiasm, and we'll see you on your first day. Thanks for watching.